what you say.
This ain't not a kush. No, not a kush. No, not a kush. Oh yeah, yeah, you feel them. What are they on me eye? We are the see me sister them. They die in the street. Oh, me I can feel them. When you they see me brother them in the streets. Yeah, some they link they not. Some lay down a guts at the sleep. Oh. So when I ask, they tell me say na kush. Nike pull roll and son of them food. They prefer for left the house, they gonna get so all day they kush. Oh yeah, say not a kush. Me brother don't want before him time. Say not a kush. So we they use the old age my youngest. Say not a kush. Youths them just they die. Say not a kush. Sorry we say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. We say that's a cushion. Papa government help we are. Say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die. Say that's a cushion. Hope for you to say, is it all? That's all we say.
Yes, that we say no to kush. Because kush, we don't see the plenty havoc way it don't cause in that country day, and it continue for wreak havoc in that country day. We fumble them today na Saturday, July 19th, and we don't come with another episode of Salone Issues. We fumble them, what they say Salone Issues, they are big. Let we not confuse and feel say and just bash no more. No. So you can if you want, you can put them as salon challenges. So we get beaucoup things them we they go through when a challenge for the people that way they run the country, when are the politicians them, for we the average salon people them with day-to-day lives, and beaucoup we were the outside of the country, we challenges them, we related to the to salon. So all that put together, we say salon issues or / challenges. So me fumble and for the people and we that enforce them this for join this program, I know say plenty of una don't they join me Thursday program. So some of una familiar with me. But for the people and we that enforce them this for join this Salone Issues show, we na the Saturday show, I just want to make it clear. Fumble them. My name na Abdul Karim Kagbo, and I based na Canada. The thing way they always put food na my table, as I can always say, me fumble them, me na economist. And there, I say this not for brag, but not just for encourage we all, we they sweat for we daily bread, for like we proud of what we they do. Because at the end of the day, as long as na legal something, you able for take care of your family, you need for pat yourself at the back. So for people who are familiar with this program, this is not my original program. I sit in for we diva, the VOS diva, we na Sister Matilda J. Cole. He take the summer off. By God's grace, he will come back September, because when I know say talk and come, we all get life them outside of VOS, meaning that we get we immediate family where we get for cater for, and summertime beaucoup things that can go on. So in decide for take the entire summer off, even though I believe say inside June it be they come. What one time was pleasantly surprised with, but it don't make it clear say the entire August maybe not get for surprise with, but who knows? It's so love in listeners them, in fans them, so who knows if it not surprise with, but fumble them again until Matilda come in September. Myself get for take some time them off, but I go tell you now the time them. So I go back to that situation where I say we need for proud of what they do for living. They are big, not shame over that, because I sweat. And then people in way they par drugs like the Just Lidecker, And again, another recent one where, as I can always say, almost every other week we dey get situation about drugs in that country dey. And as recent as a few days ago, we see this headline. Woman traveling to Liberia caught with large quantity of cannabis at Gendema border. Ebo mi fambulem. Wetin Salone really don dey turn into? Mi fambulem. I sure say boku of una go ask that question dey. But before I go further, I just want to encourage we all for like we share. And I want to say particular thank you to Favor, one of we dedicated viewer. So, it always na me show they appeal to people for like we share. And I don't know if you go join the show tonight, but I just want to give kudos to Favor and tell them boku thank you where they advocate on behalf of VOS for let we share and like and subscribe to YouTube channel, where if you go on YouTube and type VOS television, you go get we. You go on Facebook, you type VOS television, you go get we. You go on we Twitter, X, former Twitter, just type VOS television, you go get we. And also, me fambulem, we also, you can able get we through a mobile app. So if you go now the Google Play Store, and all you need for do is just type VOS television. Now Google Play Store for now where they use Android, and for now they use iPhone. Una just go na the Apple App Store and una go able get we. Just type VOS television. You will see the app, and I will encourage you to follow and download them. And in addition to all this fumble them, we get another interesting thing where we always the point to now. We encourage you now because VOS get what we call Diaspora Helping and Scholarship Program. So that program they appeal to now let us scan the QR code for let us donate, because we try for expand that program. They forget at least 2 additional students that will go sponsor. So very shortly we will start that process. They for ask people and for send application, and let we screen them, and we go make the final selection for let una do that. Now one of the VOS shows them. So fambulem, I encourage una for let una scan the QR code we una see on the screen, and let una donate today to that program. They as a VOS extended family member, let we all come together and push Mama Salone in we own little way. So fambulem, let we not take too much time, because I want to keep the program today around 2 hours. We normally not that we supposed to take. So let we go straight to the topic them way I want to deal with tonight. But before that, let I just give a taste of how we craft the general topic from Bulem. So we say Sierra Leone's electoral system debate. And this it don't gain traction because we don't see a campaign. Then they go out now, talk about the electoral system reform and all that in there. But the question now is, as we don't hear boku accusation all over the place, the current administration willing, particularly with the so-called tripartite. I say so-called, dear my brothers and sisters. I know I'll learn vex by me where I can use the words here. I say so-called because to me particularly, I know we believe say now that route they for take, because a long route. And we all know say if we put all the electoral reform, egg them now one green basket where now the tripartite, my brother and sister, and a big risk that we take. So to me, I don't make a repeatedly clear this program and me Thursday program say the opposition and even the governing party then get a better way to me, like how the Englishman can say, low hanging fruit where you want for pick. You don't even need go-go. You just stretch your hand and then you pick them. Like the apple, take them where you they see the apple them very low. So tell me how, if you want for eat apple, you see the apple hang very low where you don't need go-go. And then you say, I don't want the one where they near me. I they claim the tick, often or go-go, and then pick them. You know go come across like somebody way crazy. Absolutely yes. So me they feel say therefore don't use the immediate one way then go to fix right away instead of go down long route and say they want for do the tripartite and implement all the recommendations then before the election. We done a very I go say not tall order. A very the chance for let that happen a very slim, and me as somebody where I always like for be realistic. I don't want for begin they say, oh well, I need for be optimistic, and no. When you do that, in my opinion, you they set yourself up for failure. And when I know very well say me not the kind of somebody where I not like for let somebody else decide me fate. So as a result, my brothers and sisters, I will talk about that. But how we craft the topic tonight, I just want to go there back. We will look at the debate, and we get several other things that we will look at. And on Thursday, I will say I will talk about the rigging allegations, where we see several APC folks that are levied allegations, say President Bill is ready for rogue this 2028 election. So I want to talk about that. And another important thing, in addition to the other things that I want to talk about, the brothers and sisters, as they try for do research for we sister program the Bold African Voice. And I'm going to encourage you now for learn go there because I can do comparison about different African countries them and the policies them where I feel say we can able for push the entire continent go before. So we're happy to do that research day, but I know we get time for do the broadcast. Probably I go do them this night after I finish this. But I decide for bring them to an attention. Waiting currently they go on Malawi, and I will just give you a sneak peek of the headline na Malawi. What's in the headline say? It say opposition parties going to court over Malawi Electoral Commission's refusal to audit voting system. So I will give you now the context, the story about that. But for the fact say the opposition that they go court, then they tell we say they believe in the court system. And the same court system, now the same Supreme Court of Malawi, now they overturn election will be happen in 2020, where the person will be there, when I be the president then, where we go say the incumbent, is sort of rigged the election. So the opposition go na court, and the court overturn that election. They say then cancel the election result, and they order for fresh election. So when they do the fresh election, my brothers and sisters, what thing happen? The opposition win. So Malawi don't show we say the court system they work. It don't happen na Kenya for now where they follow. It don't work na Kenya where they go court and then they overturn the election and say no, therefore go back. It just happened no more say the opposition the second time where they do a boycott. So then they make the incumbent be able to win again. But Malawi, the outcome be completely different. So if they don't get them good example and they say yes, a sitting president, the court turn the decision against a sitting president. So then why the opposition of a go court? So we go pick lesson from Malawi. So now that make us say, with all the Salone news, we go also add the lessons then we for pick from Malawi. And another important lesson we I want to bring to our attention, my brothers and sisters. Now people are they're very close to we neighbor, Liberia. This headline. After Bokai snubs protesters' petition, organizers issue 14-day ultimatum, promise to return. Wetin that dey mean? Una look the banner, wetin e say. If una dey see am, the banner say, our hospital has no drugs, but Bokai is flying private jet. Ifambulem. This sound familiar? So, but the lesson we want for less Salone people then gather, let them take from this Liberia story, from waiting I read, nobody no die. And una look the protest, una see military people in there, una see police then there with guns and whatnot, and they were now we neighbors them for say something, oh well, this then different and waiting. We get similar system in terms of the democracy, in terms of we membership, now ECOWAS and all that. And this the protesters then say the president or the vice president for come and address them, and then they go hand over a document which they call petition. And the protest be peaceful. And where I go deep into that topic, the Fambulem, I go make una really know say clearly you be get somebody where na a member of the opposition party, in fact, na Agbagba from the opposition, but yet the Liberian government not say because this person Agbagba from the opposition party, it label them differently. Like how Salone, they label with people away protest, initially started by peaceful protest. They label the president and he members them, they label them terrorists. So this now another example I really want for like Salone people take from Malawi in the case of the APC, let them go learn from Malawi, say yes, therefore believe in the court system because no one no kuskasi in another country there. And then this lesson for go to the governing party or the administration, BOE administration, and saying people them not a constitutional right for like they engage in a peaceful protest. And in this case, they even give the government ultimatum. Then give them say, if we not do this so time, we they come back in 2 weeks. If we not address, we comment or we concerns, we they come on our teeth back in 2 weeks. This not to say where they hide and say, oh well, they behave like clandestine way, meaning that they make you no, they don't give the president and in team a clear warning and say if they not address them concerns, then go come back after 2 weeks in 14 days, my brothers and sisters. So now let us go a little bit deeper into the topics them we I want to talk about. So under the electoral issues, we will talk about I be try for Duam on Thursday, but I'll not be able to get to it. We will talk about the opposition leader when Honorable Abdul Kagbo, where it walk out of Parliament for where President Bill appoint the new electoral commissioner for the Eastern region. And with that, the former ACC boss, when Adi Macaulay, he accused the president, say this still don't begin so, They plan now for rogue the 2028 election. And at the Macaulay, it quotes the constitution, and I go show now part of that constitution there for let una able get a better understanding of whose side the argument they go. And then I just don't talk about the lessons of the Malawi opposition, where I want for like APC them pay attention, and also Boku APC fans them and supporters or sympathizers, and even the Agbagba and APC, they say, oh well, we not trust the court and all that. But also that peaceful way they again for resolve electoral issues. If you say you not trust the court. So, and we want peaceful resolution to the issues here. So again, I will go deeper for read for the story, talk a little bit deeper, waiting make the Malawian or the Malawi opposition party decide for take the government to court, or the Electoral Commission to court. I will talk about that. And the Liberian protest, of course, then this I will talk a little bit more on that. And on social media, we see another thing where I not be able to talk about on Thursday, but I will try for talk about. In fact, I will try for make it be one of the things that we are going to talk about. Social media, we see a sort of headline where the Feed Salone program, I don't know if I for say money trouble or bankruptcy, because they always can hide the numbers them, so we're not able for clearly understand if indeed if will be money trouble or whatnot. But I go read that, and again I'll be showing now just briefly one lady where they smuggled jamba from Salone to Liberia. Now the question is, why all time the headline now from Salone did they pull them drugs then they? I know members say we don't see any headline recently, at least, where you go say them pull arm from Liberia or Guinea for Camp Salone. So, my brothers and sisters, I feel say that they for really concerned with though, and I feel say the story is worth for talk about, because almost all the time, particularly in the past year or so, now Salone with the say people then pull drugs, now Salone for Kerango, Guinea or Liberia, other countries them. So why don't they for be? And we president and the security people and they say, oh well, they fight drugs and stuff. But why it happen almost every other week or every other week? So now because of triangleness or now because we get Agbagba them, we one of them now the president let's say either in sister or in niece. Any man self then drag him when admire bill, any man self then drag him into the allegation. They even do a try for open call and say go sue the police and all that. But I be play one audio I think 2 weeks back where the audio they make and clear. Say admire bill where now the president let's say niece is actively involved in that kush dealing. So the other thing where I go try for talk about me fambulem, and this I go again, I don't want to let APC they rely heavily on social media and say we will do all them bidding for them and hold the government to account and all that in a day. No, then are the opposition, the official opposition. So they're supposed for able to do something for counter. Because we don't see, say, the presidential spokesperson, they go up and down and talk them. I don't go say allegation, but talk them where they praise President Bill. And one of the talk them we recently where I go talk about now this one. It said SLBP has brought peace and progress to Sierra Leone than APC government. So now see Alpha Khan, when are the presidential spokesperson, they go directly at APC. But then APC instead, then they pass something where me feel say they're supposed now for almost get over it, and then see how they will do for prevent it happen again. When this whole so-called quote unquote electoral justice and all that thing, and they Alpha Khan a campaign he don't begin so on behalf of the SLPP. So now this I go kind of go through the article and show now waiting he use for make this statement here, the arguments that we put forward for make this overall bold statement say SLPP don't bring peace and progress na Salone pass APC. So the other claim we make where it tie both APC and SLPP, now this one. And APC, instead of then they address them here, let the average person na Salone know exactly within na the value where APC go come if then come back na power. But instead, I'll be talk about this on Thursday. Instead, then they, in this case, the Secretary General, they put out threat, say go be do or die. Why you not just explain to people them and una campaign on that? Alpha Khan make another bold statement now. Presidential spokesman Alpha Kanu says rice price increased higher under APC than current SLPP. So with all this, and this man they go now social now media, he don't go na AYV for talk this, he don't go na another station for talk all this, and they go na several platform them. Social media they get all this. But then APC, then they are different, maybe they fet themselves and also they throw out threat. No, not to that we want, my brothers, then APC and APC particularly. What we want for us show the average Salone people them where unfuna come na power, how una go change things. And una be there na power till 2018. So una need for remind people them waiting be better past today. If the current process or the current let's say bread and butter issues that the country, as how Alpha Khan, they say rice price go up under APC than under the current SLPP. So why una not go able to counter that? Instead, una they wait we na social media for do na bidding. No. If una want for make people and convince and say yes, una na suitable alternative to SLPP because it look like say Tatu and Awa na then get for they rule that country there for a while, or Alusain and Alassane because it look like say the Beshi don't drop we na NGC under Yunkela. So I will talk about that. However, Fambulem, I don't miss this. We get a very sad story where I try to go through the media and I see them. And this is very, very sad, me Fambulem. And I'd encourage every Salone person for with thought and prayers, go to them people there. So 4 SLPP politicians then die for one terrible accident na the Watalu Mashaka Highway. I get the video. My brothers and sisters, la one una saying maybe it will be very disturbing for una. A short video, but let we play that video there. And we thought and prayers go to them 4 people and they would don't lost their life. And they go for campaign for the national delegate. Because when I know say the national delegates elections then they on. So then people they go for campaign and look how the vehicle damage. 4 people then die, they lost their life. So my brothers and sisters, it no matter if you're in SLPP or APC, dear, let we see them people in us with family. And let we pray for them, let God give them good road. And that Mashaka, that Watalu Mashaka Highway, and this na rainy season, we all know how that road is slippery. And the kind way where people like in the run, but I go try for it waiting go on. But let we watch the video and I will come back after this video.
Now, this no reason episode now 6 months so this no we just meet up this accident on the way just know where we come because don't want to say that come fit on sunga ba sunga something sunga the couple must not for 4 people die split
Alright, my family, again, this is really heavy. Really heavy for the country. And like I say, I will try for read the article. Let we get some context. Because as soon as see, clearly the motorcar turned the other way. And I don't know if we get them completely, but some people not the scene talk about tire boss or something like that, and say the motorcar turn a ball, something like that. But let read for another article, me fambulem. This a somber moment, cause na lives them. So me fambulem, according to the article, saying 4 of the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP members lost their lives in a tragic road accident in the evening hours of Saturday, July 19th, 2025 on the Waterloo-Mashaka Highway. So now today happened, my brothers and sisters. And I give kudos to Sierra Leone, where they bring this breaking news to their website. And he continued to say it was confirmed that the deceased members involved in the accident while they were on the campaign trail for their National Delegates Conference. The report stated SLPP is bereaved again as it is alleged that 4 of its members have died in a road accident while on the campaign trail for their National Delegates Conference. So, like I say, they go for campaign, and then this thing happen. So the article continues to say the identities of the deceased members is yet to be revealed, and the party has not issued any official statement surrounding the said incident. So not just that we will get from the article, and as I read, because this thing is fresh. It just happened not too long ago. And today happened. So I believe say the party they in shock for this. And somebody in the background try for call name, but the article not able to confirm the people them we lost their life. So me fumble them, let we pray for them people and they, and send with thoughts and prayers to the people and we they grieve now, to the entire country and particularly the SLPP party, because this is a very sad event. So me fumble them. Let we take a break because I know say this is not AB news. I want for play interviews where we do, we again I for say kudos to we team na salon. They interview some people them we na farmers them, so man them, And to me, a very good interview and very impressive. So I want for let we play the interviews today and let we get a perspective, understanding as to how women itself they try. I would say they work with the government for let them be self-sufficient and let them go able for help the family and the country as a whole. So again, this now exclusively from the VOS radio station at Salone. Now we team na Salone and then put this interview together. So let we watch and then I will come back. It'll be around 10 minutes, but I believe say worth it because in my opinion it's very inspiring. So I will come back after this interview. Una stay tuned, una not going away, and I will encourage you to follow and share.
Hello and welcome.
Okay, let we try before we start, because sometimes the system can behave this way. So, just give me a moment here. I'll start them again.
Hello and welcome to Inside the Farm. Inside the Farm, na program where they come to you from Voice of Salone Radio FM 91.9. Inside the Farm, na program we aim for share farmer them voice them, insights them about them challenges, them constraints, and things them where them feel to say, you know, them go want for make them share out there where people know they know about the farm. So today, I did na Madonke community with the woman they are so. I did na this community where Fenisef na Koya, Western Area Rural District. Are they also with
Abinti Kamara?
Okay, and una can tell family adu.
Yeah, me na Abinti Kamara, President for Women in Agriculture, Western Area Rural District. I find myself na this fine village only called Madonke, Odi na Koya. As soon as see now, we na a farmers there.
Okay, before I cut you this small, I want to know. You don't begin tell me say you na farmer there. What kind farming where you they do?
Where the farming what they do, we they plant konkuba, pepper, granite. We even the men goats, sheep, and hog them.
Wow, that's huge. And of course, we did today now one of the farm them where then they harvest concuba. So you can tell farm them what to inspire you for kind inside farming.
What to make a kind inside farming? Because when they think about the economy in Sierra Leone, if you say no more they sit down an office work you want, you not go able to live according to how you want. So farming not before say they develop. For example, if I want eat cream, I know they put that money for go buy. But if me plants are now, I go able eat them. And if I want eat konkuba, we all know say konkuba expensive idea. I know we go buy again, but like I plant and so now like I in the harvest today so. Do how they eat them. And also I thought I fit say when I can inside farming, I will get well body. Because without food, I need get well body. But if I do farming, I get well body, and I go able to take care of me picking them. Because through this farming, what would they do? And I will educate to picking them, then sick will they go to an hospital. We back will get to small box them. What will they harvest, what will they get? Now they will they put so that we back will able to sustain with life.
Okay, that la all you dey small. I want for you tell Fambulem, you don't they talk about already. You don't begin talk about the success where this farm they already give you. So una we don't they get support from any government or council or any NGO, any institution don't support una.
Well, like from government, we not get any support. The support we get now to NGO, what they call them Sierra Leone. Now they can this with districts, or come for can empower with the woman there. What they try for transform we. If you see today, would they both stay, would they get farm, would they do anything? Now through Sierra Leone, because the training they don't give in. And now we they cry to proper government. Men don't say we say Sierra Leone don't stop. That's for stop. Make them back inside. As waiting the president say, now in Big Five. Where he put the agenda, he said farming for food salon. So we back with a part of this country, what they call Madonke, Men and think about we.
Okay. So I want for all you day and ask this outside on the farm so now una get the land. I want for no.
Not so we get the land. Now rents with the rents. Although the rents so we the rents here. For example, we meet the all get in bush. If now 500 you know again, we say no money you able for work. Now they work. Now they measure say from plot 1 to plot 2. Now you that money we give.
Okay, what are some of the key challenge them where the amboguna inside this farm business, especially this rainy season?
The biggest challenging first, like I say, the land. 2, the manpower for work as a woman there. If you not get money, you know they able to do anything. As you see them stick there, we woman they will not be able to cut there. Pass over higher man there. When they can cut them stick there. And inside this rainy season more, what's in the Ambogu biggest challenge? The sales. You go don't spend 1,000 when the time reach now for sale. The owner do the work, owner strain. Now you go want profit pass you. What you go say for me pay you? It bring you down. And now in season will not get stopped. For say well, this one don't make them, now go put them. Or we get freezer or before say oh na konkuba. Now we go put them. So the time we go want for sell, we'll sell. We'll not get anything in there.
So inside also we don't begin highlight some of the success stories, how this farming don't help or don't economically benefit even your community inside you dey.
Mama, like I tell you now, as you see no more na the young girls there. Friday we say anything a man. But we back now we don't take the front line for say. Nothing not the old man they do, we not go able to do. So at least we back. Now we can inside the family. So as we can inside this family, as I be done earlier talk, we able to pay for picking. Some of who they are picking don't sit to us. Some of them they about for sit beke. Some of them don't already sit to us. To go this family, what they do? Now in the upkeep we so that we will take care of picking. If you see who they dress fine, not with this family. Even the eat safe, if you see now they eat fine, not with this family. So beaucoup success today. We don't transform our lives them. We don't make we today. We able to pray for people. We able to talk about farm. We interview about farm. We able to talk about that.
Okay, so what you go on for tell family we dey visit they not the thing or they not they consider farming say na anything way for bring income to them.
The people they list in me, Papa government, NGO. Do you have farming a very important thing in we own life, even your well body. You that woman will before say is sit down at your house. You see other man go to office wake out now he dey eat. Do you want allow we take farming? Farming very important. Even health. What they eat? Not to all time man for you, but they may say, Papa, now this me back get for help the host for develop the picking. Then the other part of development. So Papa government as we then at this part of this country, this village they call Madonke, the Koya zone. I want consider we want for do more, but we they strain, we lack of machines then, and we lack of finance because without money nothing. So any Soriat organization all day out there, all they listing me, do you have made can we aid? Send Sierra Leone they don't try. So we say send Sierra Leone they don't stop. We try for push because we no go want as when projects can because we just get one project or they call like EU CSO project just end. Better we sit down say well this way don't let we sit down. We continue follow at least let we sustain what thing they don't teach we and what thing they don't impact the knowledge what they don't give we. Let we back try for impact and so we picking them. So dear Papa government, any Soriat organization or they out there we not help we. As I dey speak, me na the president of women in agriculture na this district. Do ya I want love na help me. So if you now want get me like you na me contact on 088 31 8027 088 31 8027. So I send it when I call me, when I go get me, and I know they for Adima don't care. We can for my just ask for my don't care, ask for Abinti Kamara when I go get me. Thank you.
Alright, Fabulem, you don't listen to the presidents of women in agriculture in a western area rural districts. Of course, we didn't at the farm and we get for can help we whilst we go to harvest this concuba together with them. inside the farm. Now the program where they connect the farmers them and also to the agri-business stakeholders them. Of course, if we don't interview there, we find woman farmer there. So now we go na the side, they don't harvest the concrete done and then pack them ready for can go na market. Fabulem, when I come with me, now we can see the concrete bar. Wow, you see that? Not concrete, you see, I don't know how they start from. You see where concrete fresh? So this now inside the farm. Wow, this is now my donkey community. Of course, you see the president and you also they see the vibrant woman them where now they walk this walk here soon. Imagine now woman they walk so with no man support, with a little way they get. Now then self put their money together for make I want to know how they feel after all the struggle when I don't harvest the liquid concrete fresh. The president last start with you. I want to really know how they feel right now.
And they feel good because when you put your resources now wrong, you just don't put them. You don't know if you go do get it or not. When you see, you come out, you see now the benefits. I like when you don't get price now, but they feel good and we thank God. We tell Papa God thank you. So now only empty seed now we put in the ground. Today it will do so.
Wow. So that means say at least we don't do well on this side. And the concrete is not done yet, so plenty. This is not just the start of the harvest. So I think say this is not just the starting. Other one day back where they inside the farm where they will get for harvest later on. You get anything where you want for share?
Yes. So I'm glad because we not suffer for nothing. When we suffer, we harvest. So thank God for that. Oh, the harvest so at and they call. So we go sell now. We able to push to and go before we sell. You want at and call now. No, they go foolish yourself again to man them. So at the big company they do a lot old bush to one. Lot big papa government said they help for support more and more. Lot we do man there. Lot we empower ourselves. Let's say we go push with family them, the kingdom. So now that's somebody talk about government. We need more support.
Okay, this now inside the farm where they come to you now Voice of Salone FM 91.9 Nayam's farm new states. So you go stay tuned as we go na other sites where we go see probably waiting the other woman in that MP.
Alright, fumble them one for tell una boku thank you for we una patient with we. But above all, we want to say boku thank you to we team and Freetown where they're able for bring to we this important aspect. And I'm not going to say much again because the video don't show everything where we need for know. Because if you check closely, you will see say the woman they ready. And that's what they happen first time as well. Where boku people that will be engaged in gardening. Not to that heavy farm, but like gardening, where you will see then decide for put things then together. They're able, like how the other ladies saying first them, or then now then able if they want for eat certain plazas, then we're able for say okay well then go na then garden or in this case then farm and go pluck them or go harvest them and then they help for push the country go before and the family and it reduce the hardship where people and they complain a lot and as some of the things then Boku people and they saying we still get fertile soil. The ground really good for agriculture, but yet we did notice say for the most part we especially the younger one them then they do anything then they pa bra you bobodeo, but you get look where the people are young, a young lady then they wire and look the kind of harvest where they don't make and they make them very clear say with this kind of work now then all they go able for take care of things them like then go eat fine then go wear fine and then go able support their husband them for like them push the family go before. So to me I really proud of the young female farmers here and above all the people we now with Salone team we take the time for good go conduct the interview And as them promise, say then we'll get more episodes. So my brothers and sisters, I go encourage you now. If you want for watch the episodes here, una go on our YouTube channel, we're in our VOS television, and una go for watch the different episodes them. So I just choose them two here because they are the most recent. And again, I want to say boku thank you to we team na Salone, Freedom particularly. But from them, the other thing where I want for really bring for highlight from the interview, if we now observe the president of this group, he make and clear say then they get issue for clear the land, so then go get for pay, but man them and all that. So to me, now some of them things here they talk about low hanging fruit. Them people here, they don't take the initiative. Yes, they say they're supported by NGO, but the NGO not enough. The support from the NGO not enough. So do they ask the government now, see if they can able help them? And it called two things that were vital. Say the land for like then go able plant, do their farming, and also equipment them like tractor and anything and they for let it go help them for brush the place where then we will for do more. So now that are they refer to as low hanging fruit. I not say the politicians them to them everything are politics. But in my opinion, if law say you able for the identify them groups here and then able for provide what they need, the immediate things they will they need, and now they take boku money at all because they don't start the process and they don't show willingness. So you don't need for say okay, well, let people send business proposal and then you allow people and now for they go fend fake farmers them and all that stuff. Then people they don't begin. And then you just need for go and you watch who side on the farm, and then you able assess as part of the Ministry of Agriculture, for example. Then get people that we know about agriculture and all that, and they are the assume where then able for look into this kind farm and then say, okay, well, the una don't try, but we believe safe una get this, una go will do more. So now then kind here the need for identify, then call our needs assessment, waiting the people they need, not to politics and say, oh well, Tama boom go produce rest, we go the where we go bull for get enough, so much so that we go export some and all that in a day. No, una stop the too much politicking. Una try for help the people and we actually need the help. And this is now one major example of the people that we need help. They don't begin up. So the same thing again with them business people. You get some people and they don't start them business, then just need for expand them business. So government will get more tax, because the more them people and them business expand, the higher amount of tax then go pay, and then it be a win-win for the government. As simple as government identify their small businesses then they, and including them farmers, yeah, and then waiting we call you the government, not to you they go take the loan. All you need for do is you guarantee the loan, and you be waiting we call na salon shorty, stand on behalf of the people them. And you can even assure the bank and say, okay, well, we they give them 1 year. So within that 1 year me the government go they pay the interest for the loan where we the guarantee for loan I give them. But somebody not go lied by government too, unless if I'm the person them way they collect their money then they then take bribe or something. No, the government they easily able to identify them people, and I make it very important for let government involved in what they call enabling then people have to do more. Not to that in way you go say, oh, government don't give this money. No, you don't need for give physical money, government. Just create the environment for letting people thrive. If you don't link them with the banks or the lenders them, and you make sure say they get within, because of you the government they guarantee the loan, so meaning you they take out the risk way involved for let the bank lend them people here, because the bank now go and got say, or then people here go run away, or then go this, then go that. But you the government now, you easy for track people and down. So then people are not going to run away, past they run away in the country. But you they able know side and farm then they, and you would able know how did they do well, how much did they do na their farms, and all that thing, and they una don't document them. So you the government, where you involve, waiting they happen in that case they give the bank that confidence. So most times the people that we know small but finance, the interest rate can be higher because the risk higher. So if the government take the risk out and say, me the team up for them people here. If them people are default, me the government go pay you the loan. So that don't take the risk out of the lending from the bank. So then they go bring the interest rate where the bank go charge very low, because the interest rate can normally high due to the risk way involved. Now so they calculate interest rate where they determine how much them for trust people and plenty other factors that we are not going to go deep into. But the major one where government don't involve, where I go say, now yeah, plenty of them programs then the way government involved, they call them risk-free assets. Or again, I don't have to go too deep into finance, but then situation then where you say, oh, buy government treasury because on our way maybe don't hear that, because now risk-free investment. Because we know say when you buy the government debt, government's not get for on our way. So no matter what, then go pay you. Particularly the advanced country, they expect for like government default on their debt. So now they call them debts, then they risk free. So now similar idea where I believe say but cool people and they were brilliant past me in a salon when an economist, then get the ideas here. But for some reason, the government just concentrate on politics and then go give people them where them believe say, nah, then party people and they support and stuff. When you do that, you don't create that situation whereby Boku people and go begin fend somebody now when not to when the person not even need within the government they give. And then you get UQ now where the people and where maybe you put in charge for disbursement and all that thing, and they give the wrong people them, then bribe them, say, okay, give me this, I will put your name and all. So now then they create that atmosphere of corruption, because one of the cherry pick who that una forgive. Because this is very easy. Like this kind of person, you just able for say, okay, well, we see so interview and what una go there and let una go know more within them people they need and how government can able help them. And again, if the government can able encourage them or guarantee the loan on their behalf, so then we're able to expand and with any other small businesses. But sadly enough, this politics, they make them policy are way not too expensive at all. Yet they watch them with blind eye. And then you go say, oh, governments don't come with, I must vote them. Governments don't come with, I must keke them. All that are politicking. All that are politicking. We they talk about the place so congested with the, not to say salon short of keke them. It congested already, the Freetown particularly. Okada congested right now. So why you need for go get more Okada them, more keke them? Because you feel say you want for them at the record, say you provide job for SLPP youths? Now wrong strategy that. Again, I want to say boku thank you to his sister and the entire VOS team na Salone, na Freetown, we put this interview together. And I want to encourage the woman, they let them continue this great job for able feed the country. And the woman say, rightfully, say now one of the so-called 5 big game changer for the president where say feed Salone. And this now one of several examples where the people are willing for go along with your agenda, but yet una go begin cherry pick. Just like how the protest in Liberia, where they say hospital do not get medical facility, but yet the president they fly private jet. Now the same thing again. So one trip safe where you they take now the useless so-called seminars there we get little or nothing for do with Salone development. If that private jet amount a way more than for help them people here, let them grow and help for feed Salone. But no, you choose for the fly with private jet, and then people here, they struggle. They want to expand, they're not able because they don't get the financial resources for do that. So please, government, it will be a win for now, a win for the people that we involve, and it not only for tap to farmers. You for expand this kind of initiative to small businesses them as well. Act as this now free economic advice that they give, so free policy advice, because I love my country. Now something that things they will do now the advanced country here, where the governments they guarantee the loan on behalf of the people then give them like a grace period. Again, I repeat the strategy, the policy. You they give them a grace period where that period you make them say they're not going to pay nothing. They know they pay the principal, they know they pay the interest. But you now for let you maintain the loan because the bank trusts that money, they forget interest. So they pay the interest. You don't need for pay the principal, but you as government, they pay the interest. If now 1 year, you pay the interest for 1 year. So then they go allow the small business person or the farmers them for like they don't establish. So now say after 1 year, then for them strong enough for take over the payment of the loan and the interest as well. So you would just kind of the monitor and una cable make yourself in a way that the government cable gets small thing out of it where the person to establish, for where they guarantee the loan so that the government will get back the money where they pay the interest during the time of where we will say grace period. The government will do that back. Say, you know what? Okay, well, every month you will give me whatever, like 1% or even 0.5%, some small amount where you will give me every month till you pay off the loan. Where the person will even feel safe. Say they pay extra to government. So all that thing in there that's something that way government not get for loss. Because the person don't start and it don't show commitment. So you just need no more for a scale up in activities. That's all. Again, me fambulem, I want to say boku thank you. So now let we go to another story. But first, before I come to the tripartite thing, proper one, I first want, I'm so tempted for talk about this story, even though I don't say I'm a little bit, but let we try to understand exactly how it happened. Because the drugs here, they affect we picking their lives. Whether una neglect them or not, and the other sad part is for the people who they play politics with this issue. The other sad part is una young picking is self vulnerable to the kind here, the drugs in that country there. So now let we see how this whole thing happened. Woman traveling to Liberia caught with large quantity of cannabis at Gendema border. A major drug smuggling attempt was foiled at the Gendema border crossing point on Thursday, July 17th, when a female traveler was arrested with a large quantity of cannabis. The woman, identified as Awa Conte, was traveling to Monrovia in neighboring Liberia when border officers searched her bags as part of a regular security check. During the search, officers found 40 separate packets, each weighing 1 kilogram, containing dried leaves suspected to be cannabis sativa, so that's what they call marijuana or jamba. In addition to the packets, 2 plastic bags filled with cannabis seeds were also found in her possession. So, see, so not only they travel with the dry leaves, where na the jamba itself, even they travel with the leaves, where for go plant in Liberia. Una see, so meaning that Salone good, instead of we export things that were legal, we now they export things that were illegal and go destroy the youth in Liberia. And this very, very sad, my brothers and sisters. So now it continue for say, Conte was taken into custody on the spot. Both she and the seized items were handed over to the Mano River Police Division, which has now taken over the investigation. So again, back to the question, my brothers and sisters, why Salone? We know here you say people and they pull them from Liberia, come na Salone, or from Guinea, come na Salone. But most of the story they all don't see. Na Salone they pull them. Carry them go Guinea or Liberia, and now very recently they catch somebody in India, pull them from Salone, and now foreigners them they come na Salone because Salone don't become hub for drugs. And then I will come back to Alpha Khan. They say the president don't put Salone in the international map. So continue for say Muju II Kalon, customs manager at Gendema and head of joint border operations for Sierra Leone, thanked all security officers involved in the operation. He noted that strong cooperation between different agencies is key in preventing cross-border crime. He also said his team will continue to improve checks at the border to protect communities from illegal activities. Gendemba is one of the main border crossing between Sierra Leone and Liberia, with many people and goods passing through every day. Authorities say they are increasing effort to monitor both travelers and cargo at this important crossing. So, me fumble them. The other question I want to ask is, this is not the first time or they catch things them na the border. So, what in that they tell we? It look like say Salone's internal security weak. So, other than for concentrate on politics, it look like say, and was it on Thursday? I talk about the situation back where armed robbers then go attack a couple. So with internal security, they come through like very weak. That's what appear like. So why now all the way to the border, then for able for catch this kind of thing? So how it pass all the checkpoints them where we know, pass now the border then go catch them. So this is another wake-up call for we security people them, saying if una just concentrate on receiving bribe, they ask drivers them for money, and una know they do una work for search them vehicles there properly. We una go see bag, then instead of una search them bags, then they rob una palm, una say, oh, left arm open for arm and stuff. And this now one another embarrassment to the security people in that country there. Because why if you pass through all the checkpoints them, several checkpoints them, before you meet that border crossing checkpoint. Till you reach to that point there. And look where, just imagine this kind quantity, not a small quantity. So basically, because each packet, according to the news, according to the write-up, now 1 kilo, so meaning 40 packets, 40 kilograms of drugs. And then you get another 2 plastic them, we then get the seed for go grow now Liberia. We know very well saying everywhere people want that quick money. So that may not to the argument how they make now. Because I know see some people then go on for say, oh well, it happen everywhere, even in America, even in Canada, also you it happen because people them can always go for easy money and all that thing and day. That's absolutely true. But the fact of the matter is we need for make sure say we security people them they really alert. We then able for check the entire. So now let I go to Alpha Khan. Let we understand a little bit of the argument where they make. The first one, force, and this one where he say SLPP has brought peace and progress to Sierra Leone. To Sierra Leone than APC government. Okay. So let us show una the argument where it have put. And I will say to some extent, some people will see the argument compelling. So the write-up saying, presidential spokesman Alpha Khan says, the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP government has done more for Sierra Leone's development than the previous All People's Congress APC government. He explained that under the leadership of President Julius Maada Bio and former President Alhaji Hamed Tijan Kaba, the SLPP played a key role in ending the country's civil war. Kanu said the peace talks with Fodesanko, who led a violent rebel group for nearly 11 years, along with the military, helped bring lasting peace to Sierra Leone. So it continued for say, Kanu said it was President Bio who took the bold step to find Fodesanko and open dialogue with him to stop the fighting. Again, I make her say, the argument where he make go look compelling, it sound compelling, and for plenty people and at that make her they urge the APC saying now them facts here or then tier we want to bring counter argument. Let we able to understand for that average person we listen to Alpha Khan and he just get one-sided story or one-sided argument. That person is limited to any other option. But for say, yeah, not true. No matter Bio invite for this anchor for letting can talk. And that's not true. So whatever they behind it now, we now have responsibility as opposition for let the people know. Say, well, you get something where they behind that. Now the two, not the two, now una for make we understand now. So the article continue for say, after we don't talk about Bio in role for end the war, it continue for say, besides peace efforts, Kanu spoke about other achievements by the SLPP government. He said President Bio has introduced free education to give more children the chance to learn. He added that the government has helped the country recover from crisis and restored Sierra Leone's standing in the international community, including gaining a seat on the United Nations Security Council. So the Nations Security Council, that is a fact. For very, very long, Marabio in recent time, if you take him, Kaba, you take Kaba and Escoma and Marabio, yes, now in push for Lex Salone gain non-permanent seat na the United Nations Security Council. So again, the argument where we expect for the APC win is the fact is yes, not true. But the counter argument will be possibly whose benefits Salon get out of it. So, but we know they are nothing. So Kanu, according to the article, continue for saying, again, APC, we know to una mouthpiece. But we feel say una owe to the Salon people them for like we get on our own side of the argument. Una owe to we. So the article continues for say, Kanu also mentioned that Feed Salone Initiative, a program aimed at supporting food production and helping communities across Sierra Leone. He said this shows how the SLPP focuses on programs that benefit ordinary people, going beyond what the previous APC government managed. Kanu said the SLPP's strength is also lies in promoting national unity, peace, and cooperation, which he believes are key to the government's continued growth. He said these qualities are important for the country's continued growth and stability. My brothers and sisters, this, in my opinion, now a classic or a clever campaigning tactics. Go to the media, una see, you not say anything in terms of the challenges or the weaknesses. And the things them way obvious and where people then go member at the point na yasu. But if I ask even the APC folks them, where they go all over social media and say, oh, well, APC better pass SLPP. You ask them, okay, well, waiting now on our current platform. If una come na power, how una go do things differently from waiting president being government they do right now? I bet you Boku APC people are not able for answer that question they in a convincing way. And yet, una they claim say una na the alternative. If Alpha Khan don't put all length here, and then una rely on we na social media for counter then claims here. That's a very ineffective opposition that. But again, as Sierra Leonean, and a patriotic one at that, whether una believe them or not, but as a patriotic Sierra Leonean, Eti Alpha Khan, because again, that war thing, for the Sanko and stuff, and I will go there. Let me talk about the immediate one, where I believe so now all member. Now, it talk about saying, in addition to that war, and he say the government come with free education. And clearly, free education, quote and unquote, because education not free, because government beyond they pull money from a pocket for pay for the education system in the country. No minister need to pull money from in bank account pay for the educational system in the country. Now the government money, the public money, the tax where people and they pay, the aid, the help where Salone they get. Because they help, now the country they help. Now the resources then the government they use for run the so-called free education. So again, I don't give you several examples. The government's not responsible for pay with military, for buy military equipment and all that. for take care of the police, for make roads, all them what we call public goods. Who's one another and say free roads? Because we get the expectation, say, that government for take care of the roads. With the resources, with our public resources. Now government for take care of humility through public resources. And no one day they say, oh, Salone get free army. We soldier man them. Now free soldier man them. And no one day they say that. And no one day they say, oh, we police them, and free police them. No, we they pay them from the consolidated funds. So I don't know why people then they say, oh, we get free education. No, it's a government-run education system. It's a public school system. It's not a free. Because imagine, again, where they run and well, waiting they suffer. Now the other areas the way they be supposed for spend some of them money then they suffer. Waiting by economics, we call opportunity cost. So the cost of not spending some of that money they already put into the education system, then they by itself. What you wanna go say? How wanna go explain them? But yet they say free education. So at the cost of other areas them, like the healthcare or the sanitation issue, way light issue, way water issue, all the issues then they suffer because the government shift priority. So if government prioritize, say, education, and then they all over the place, they say free education, free education. Why not all the government accountable and say, okay, well, you don't prioritize for like you expand this government initiative where now government run education system, or you say no tuition fee or whatever it is, we na Canada yeah, and America and plenty other European countries them. High school from class 1 to high school where we first then they call Form 6 or Form 5, and now to SS3 or something like that. You know they pay school fee. But you know, they hear politicians then they brag saying free education. No, because the time when they make that, people then get so much knowledge of things, then go kick you out. And even Canada, with the citizens, them can they say, oh, Canada get free healthcare. But you hardly hear politician say na free healthcare. Then go tell you say na the national healthcare system. And now UK then gets the road that they call them NHS. So National Health Service. They're not politicians or then quote them say free healthcare. So for like una they use free education and stuff like that. And Alpha cannot talk about the opportunity we suppose for the go na other side, but then prioritize this and wait a poorly run, and yet it they take victory lap. So let's just remind you now of an article where we go say give a scorecard, a kind of review of this article. Report shows possible suspension of school feeding program. And I'll read for another article so now we'll get a better understanding of it. A report has indicated that about 300,000 school-going children nationwide will likely go without the daily school meal in the next academic year. We fumble them. The so-called free education, part of it. Now this thing where we talk about the feed the picking them, that school feeding program. 300,000, not a small number of picking them all, 300,000. And it say, the report shows that the Ministry of Finance owes contractors responsible for the supply of food items millions of leones, my brothers and sisters. So this is not success. The money where President Bill they use for fly. When I want tell me say that they no go surplus for take care of them problem here. But yet it's in a priority. And yet money no there for pay the contractors them where they supply the food to over 300,000 picking them. To about 300,000 picking them. Say money no there. They owe them contractors here. But yet, slow down on spending the money, the country money, for flight on private jet. And the article continues for say, according to a publication by the Global Times newspaper, a senior official in the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education noted that interest rates on bank loans obtained by contractors keep rising every month because they have not been able to service their bank loans on time, mainly due to non-payment of contractors by the Ministry of Finance. So me fumble them. Interest rates they go up, then contractors they are not trust the money for do them business from a bank, and then the bank loan, then get for pay the interest. And the money where the government owe them, where them for the ton, government, no, they pay them. So then quote this person, where na official, senior person at the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School. Since last year, they have not been paid a single cent, but they have continued to supply because they, as partners, do not want the school feeding program to collapse like a pack of cards, the official said. So imagine the contractors they face the situation whereby they get for choose between for let them continue for serve the people the picking them, let the picking them continue for get their food. Between that or then go bankrupt. So now the senior official, they confirm that, saying the people continue, even though government they pay them, then continue for service the picking them, provide food for the picking them, because they don't want to let the picking them then go hungry, or for let the food program not collapse. It continued for say another staff member from MBSSE expressed fear that the school feeding program may be regrettably suspended based on report they are receiving from some aggrieved contractors that they would have to suspend the supply of food items to the school feeding program if backlog payments are not settled by the Ministry of Finance before the end of July this year. So before the end of this month, by the end of this month, if they don't pay them, then backlog, then go suspend the school feeding program. So me fumble them. This program, a program where President Bill even pass something in Parliament say any government where they can for continue with this program. So under your watch, you're not able for sustain them. And then how we go say na success? How Alpha can go tell we say this na success? So I just decided for bring this to our attention and waiting at the conclusion. A spokesman for the Ministry of Finance admitted that suppliers of food items to the school feeding program are owed huge sums of money. He thanked them for their patience but declined to comment further. I play for now a video where I not completely agree with, again, that situation where it try for this video, this person try for minimize the impact for beat picking, that corporal punishment is a turn for minimizer. That side they are not buyer. But I want for let we listen to this video, let we watch this video and listen to it in this we brother, and he claims in a teacher waiting he get for say. And I'll for say plenty thank you to the people that we share, and I will come right back after this.
Sierra Leoneans, una watch this video till the end. Una listen carefully. Una watch the video. Share this video, Sierra Leoneans. Share.
All right, I restart. For some reason, the system can give issue.
Sierra Leoneans, watch. Sierra Leoneans, una watch this video till the end. Una listen carefully. Una watch the video. Share this video, Sierra Leoneans. Share this video. Let everybody see. Una listen carefully. Una watch.
Bartolo Kailam Peking Block. Of course, it happens for me, one of the senior advocator where the inside Kailam town, and I guess something for tell this we nation. Hello, sir. Welcome to the people.
Yeah, me na Augustine Bartolo, Kailam Peking, we na Kailam blog. I want to tell the entire nation of what happened recently at the entire country. That I make a day today on this interview.
Okay, we believe say you now one of the senior teacher na Kailam town, represent one of the senior school, and you now a teacher. So I want to know school or you now would that na the teaching field.
Me na senior teacher. I don't teach now over 10 years. I do not teaching field now. I teach in one of the renowned schools in Kailam. I know we call it school because of because we know what thing they happen, the trend of it happen. Me know me like teacher, train and qualify. Not unpin coded. I'm not the unpin code. I've been there for 10 years at the teach.
Okay, sir, hold on. This is boring. You say over 10 years you teach without pin code. What's happened?
Well, the government gets in your system.
Okay.
Yeah. First time when you show you come on, you get an approval. A lot of schools and they will get teachers that will not train. In my school currently, the teacher they call the school name. We are over hundreds of teachers there. We're not get pin coded. They are not pin coded. They are just not trying to qualify. We get a minimum wages where they come.
But wait, what about the subsidy? They say subsidy.
Thank you very much. This is the government. Some of us are really disappointed in the system what they happen. From where government promised sake, the government of Sierra Leone, through His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier General Sumada, they don't mean so much. School people don't come. They don't do a lot of things that don't come. But it been promised this nation, say, the teachers, the class will go very attractive to teachers in this nation. It talk down, they clearly say, teachers, people go left NGO job, kind of classroom. But where is this lucrative now? We need to see them. Okay. Even the subsidy for like camp is strong work. But we are seeing politicians die.
So wait, you want to say subsidy not come up to now?
I am telling you this, my brother.
Jesus.
If subsidy come first time, second time, go take past third time, come back. It is not coming.
Okay.
The only thing we teachers, this government, the bluff of, you can see other areas, money are flowing, teaching field, now nothing. And the president took an statement say he will make this country, he will make teaching field attractive to everybody. He will left NGO kind of. Where is the attractiveness?
Okay.
What even more we know?
Okay.
Okay,
that's good. We get a current trading news where they say the chief education officer began for interview or meet a teacher now one of the school inside Sierra Leone about how corporal punishment before the school picking the inside classroom. What you get for tell we about that? Is it correct or what?
I am so very honest, Sierra Leoneans who are listening wherever you do, I am disappointed in this current government. I am heartrending in this current government because of what the president say. It will make classroom attractive to teachers. People go left NGO job, people go left office job, can't join the classroom. I am really disappointed. The reason being, this is a place where they teachers, we not teachers, we teach. Now all the teachers they go sit exam for let and get pin code. politicians enjoy taking from nowhere, from America, where they can put in up positions, so they get billions of millions. The least where teachers they get in the classroom is 2,000 millions. 2,000 leons, 2,200, 2,400. That is what teachers are getting. Where politicians they pay them 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. The least politician is being paid 12,000. 12,000 leons. The least politician is being paid 12,000. Where are the teachers, when are nation builders? But I am disappointed in the Mumu SLTU will get. Not making any progress of what happened to teachers. The Mumu SLTU, I repeat it again, the Mumu SLTU will get. SLTU is making anything. This chief education officer, I am disappointed in him. Because this is a teacher, a volunteer teacher at a school. If something don't happen, not for because JC don't come America, don't come. He go make claims. These are claims he make. You put the teacher on video, put it on social media. Why you not call the teacher?
Wait. Now staff room may call the teacher
in front of the kids. The chief education officer they molest this teacher in front of the classroom.
Wow.
That they molest the teacher. They ask a question. They force the teacher to answer questions.
So how you they rate that kind of person? That
you never see
chief education officer.
You never see politician thief in office and call and then put on social media. They molest them.
I don't get
it. All happen to teachers. Teachers go they say exam and practice. They put in a country tree, hang tag them on the neck. The chief education officer. They take a teacher before the beginning they molest them.
But wait here, is it professional?
It is not
for
professional.
such.
I'm saying it's not professional.
Okay.
We have the educational wing.
Okay.
We have the SLTU.
Okay.
We have the teachers administration. We get the SMC them. Okay. If the teacher don't go fall short, we know the corporal punishment. It's a crime in this country. I am not against it. But President Bio, the ministers, incessantly the chief of education officers, yeah, he went through all these things when he go school. You know, ever since not and came. We are minimizing it because of Western education. We are minimizing it because people they say, oh, treat and so because of the lifespan of people can get. But if this teacher don't involve into this thing, why you not go use diplomacy? Why you not go use the staff room? Why you not go use the SMC? Why you not go use the board for them address this issue? Now people put on social media, humiliating the teacher.
All right, Fambulem, again, that last part where this way brother talk about the way how they treat the teacher and stuff. Some people then argue in favor of agree with what they say, and some people then will say no. They're supposed to humiliate a teacher where they beat picking them because that in we don't notice particularly we don't come here for long. Don't notice not to the right approach that one day. It even cause negative impact or effect on picking them. So, but the side way I really want for like the article I read about saying they not pay the contractors them and that the school feeding program they're at risk where over 300,000 picking them rely on. And then you add this one with this guy make them very clear saying plenty of them not get their salary and the subsidy, and we don't see Bokwada reports them with principals, then they complain. And the last time, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks back, I show another article where they left out some school them, and then in fact the districts, the ministry, now the districts them, they not even get understanding of the schools that were supposed for received subsidy. So like this whole thing is just a mess. But guess what? For the politicians them, now a cash cow, now kind of money making, the so-called free education. So in my opinion, the publication of it or the hype of this, not for the development of the country, not clearly for fill them pocket. It's very clear because corruption upon corruption cases that don't come up regarding this same education system. And I don't know if you remember about 2 or 3 programs back, I talk about some rest them where 2 separate shipment of rest where China don't send other country there and say for the feed program. The minister them way responsible, they receive that consignment there, And with all the rest then they, my brothers and sisters, yet we still they get issues saying the feed program, the school feeding program, contractors do not they get paid. We they get anecdotal evidence saying that they sell the rest them. And of course, the Minister of Agriculture at one article where I be read, when I go now with Sister Network because na English I be do when at the Bold African Voice Network, it say they don't receive a number of tons of rest from China. They say they sell some, and some they use them for the school program. So we then sell the rest, then they waiting they do with the money. Let me can see this whole so-called school fee, this so-called free education where they go ask donors them for help out with, and something where they say in a sort of flagship program. It's all money making. The same similar approach to the answer for our girls. How many times would I hear but rape victims them where then they supposed to be the mantra, the key reason for setting up the answer for our girls? How many times? In fact, somebody writes na them foot where na the current Minister of Works, Sandy, where instead picking them accuse them, say he molest them, he rape them. That case they waiting come up behind that. Now drag, and he still gets in position. And then we get the First Lady. They go all over the place and suffer girls. And even recently I read now an article where terrible Ben Kelfala, they defend, say, well, illegal for give the government money to the First Lady office for them their initiative then they. But yet, at the same office, then say, oh, Auditor General not for touch. And then when I say, when they fight corruption. It's so sad, we fumble them. But I go just tap let una draw the conclusion if whether or not this school program, the so-called free education program, if not success. Because if President Bill not finish in second term yet, we get huge deficit in terms of for run this program. So tell me too, if under the person where you go say, you know what, now in flagship program, this for be in legacy, under your own watch, enable for sustain them. And then when I tell me how this for be a law na the land, how una for shove this na the throat as it is with this terrible structure, say incoming governments them for inherit the program as it is right now. Una they try for jam them through. We in under una own administration is not successful. You get all sort of cracks. Una not try for fix the cracks. Instead, in priority now for fly. And they give flimsy excuse as to why it is fly. So Fambulem, again, before I go to the main topic about this whole election thing, this I not go talk too much. I go just let Famgi, APC, and SLPP folks them. I will just see the article. Another claim where Alpha can make, it's a yes price. It don't go up, but it will go higher under APC than the current government. And this is an argument. So presidential spokesperson or presidential spokesman as the right term, Alpha Khan says rice price increased higher under APC than current SLPP. Presidential spokesman Alhaji Alpha Kanu has argued that the price of rice rose significantly higher during the tenure of the previous government, the All People's Congress APC, compared to the current administration led by the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP. Speaking on Liberty TV Online, and again, one for say plenty thank you to Liberty. We themselves, they do a fantastic job. So speaking to Liberty TV Online, Kanu analyzed the price trends of rice over the past years, emphasizing the APC's governance from 2007 to 2018. He noted that when the APC assumed power in 2007, the cost of a bag of rice was approximately 60 leones. Mifambulem, dear, now correct me if I'm wrong though, but Alpha Khan they claim say the term where an Escoma take power, one bag rest, that 50 kilo rest, it will be 60,000 leones. So now in new leones, now 60 leones. So but the old leones now be 60,000. So now correct me if I'm wrong, but Alpha Khan they say the price of rest where an Escoma be take over and be 60,000. And it continue for say, this is not comparison now. However, by the time the APC handed over power to the SLPP in 2018, the price had surged to 300,000 or 300 leones, new leones, 300,000 old leones, representing a 5-fold increase. Again, the APC folks them. This now very important topic or issue where the Salone people need for understand. If this not true, and if not true, then it means President Bill or SLPP under President Bill better pass APC under an Escoma in terms of waiting Alpha Khan they claim naya. Because they claim say less one bag less be cost 60,000 leones or 60 new leones where an Escoma be take over from Kaba. And before he left and hand over Guy Mother Bill, he said the price for one bag less an Escoma be left on 300,000 leones or 300 new leones. So what they mean according to Ram, and rightfully so, 5 times higher, so 5-fold. So from 60,000 to 300,000 according to Ram, even though, so again, I send Antona because I try for look for the specific price and not be able to get them instead the dollar equivalent and all that, and I just feel say be apple to apple, so now I make and I go bring their numbers then they toner. So dear, if my APC brothers and sisters then they watch, I go want for Leona help that we able to understand. By the way, my bad, the phone lines they're open, and I will encourage you to follow on a call or put a comment as to whether or not this not true. Because again, Alpha Khan gets the microphone where it really use them for make people understand say today na Salone be better past yesterday in terms of the economic activities. So it continue for Sinaya. Kanu contrasted this. So it compare now. Contrasted this with the current situation under the SLPP, which took office in 2018. It stated that upon taking power, the price of rice was already set at 300 leones, or leones 3,000. So I'm glad we get a caller. Hopefully this caller go help with VOS Network. Hello caller, what's your name and who say they call me from, please? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a concerned citizen.
Hello, concerned citizen. I don't know if you will help with answer the question them about Amos yesterday before and now, before Madabio take power and now. Go ahead, please.
Another question there you want to answer, or because I don't
if you're able, we will gladly. But if you're not able, that's fine. You can go ahead and make any comment where you want. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm not able that side, but let's just make comparison to that side, right?
Okay, go ahead.
If we would fly from America, London, Canada, or whatever, the flight fee I will be pay because we not fly direct. At least you get for if now whatever airline you take from here, maybe it will connect you to other airline because like me now, FM Brussels maybe they take. But to once they talk about the price where that person they be left to now, I make I want bring that side to you or let you get and say then comparison and they not make sense because other things then they will talk about now with now the same comparison like flight. Then them then they at least $600 or $800 when they give you 2 and 4 flights for economic. Now they think about 1,800 or 900 or 600. I don't know. It depends how you defend your cheap ticket. So that's not the thing and the way I guess one can talk about where they talk about rise, the time where this be left and this time. How many years where they try to do them comparison? They don't make no sense. How much now been the dollar during that time to now? Okay, let's go to one thing.
Okay, no, wait. La correct you. Yes, you they make them comparison and we get what you call the factor inflation. When you factor inflation, you they take today dollar amount and you adjust them for the period. So you therefore get the values then for be the same. You they make adjustment. Yes, you they able compare. But waiting alpha can they compare naya is the way how price be they go up, not to the actual amount to. So I want you just get them clear. So the same thing he able compare the price of ticket back then and now, but you adjust the inflation, then 2 period in day, and able make that comparison apple to apple as something we they do academically. Yes, you're able to compare 2 different periods. So I just want to make it clear to you. Not a nonsense comparison.
Me not your accountant, okay. Now you feel.
Yes, okay. No, I just want people that say possible.
No, understand. I make say I'm not able to answer you, now just make comparison. But when you don't make don't correct me, that's understandable.
Yes, go ahead, please.
So the first one I've been listing, it talk about na Mother Bio bring for the Sankona na tongue from bush. Because me then as Salone tell the word on before God make we able come over here. Yes, not true. Because Mother Bio, either in sister or in cousin, now be one of my for the Sanko in wealth. So for the Sanko been get up to 5 or 6 women they were. I don't remember the count. I just the thing. Because me not they talk on behalf of APC or anything. Oh, we be then have return. We so current to the try for no waiting they happen. They go on. So we be getting things then in fact then they. So not in that way they. So then they talk saying I ain't go bring and kind this and that. Not so true. Now because that true that connection they. So I believe say if me where they talk so if not lie they lie. Let them ask people the way they have free to way understand about that because me not to politician, but we know that. And 2, would I make Mother Bio left that white that state house day? Now Robin White interview. If I dey lie, I go back, go check him. The interview Robin White interview Mother Bio. Mother Bio go now state house. Quick, you don't begin put bulletproof the motor door. Now Robin White interview. I don't know if now the second to last interview that they say Robin White do before finally he retire. Now in torment Mother Bio will make a talk way. No way not there for let stay. Because again one question, it turn back and forth or confusion. and he confused them. Then he agreed, say he ready for handover. Not to be in will. Now I make the late Tijan Kaba 1 week, but people they not been believed. So now make that side clear. Say, now Embry and yes, not true. But that link there, not true that link there. If you get sister or cousin or whatever, family, when I for the Shanko, one of the woman. So now that link they make that happen. So anybody who fax check me or say a lie, let them come over because me not a politician, but within our salon we know that certain things then they way like we be the late with them all party them then when they party with them call with them tell we where sometimes they will voice out people they not go believe. So we be they know certain things then concerning politics. Because as Sierra tell me, they work. I mean, they do telecommunication. So they fix phone for people then. So we sit down with them, interact with them. So then two sides and they left that side. Then coming to the school, the education, yes. Me, I talked the last time, say, me not be APC, I've been glad for let other party can who see changes. Because one time when I list the interview, I don't know if now this man waiting North Carolina, waiting in himself, when in a moderator waiting.
Mr. Shilon?
Yes, I think I listing years back, 2-3 years or 4 years back, where they give analysis about education, where APC, if they're still in that country, the way education for go is for bad. So I listing that. I don't know if not be him, but I believe saying I am. Years back, I don't know if not 4, 5, or 7 years back. So that will make me self-rich.
Okay.
Say no, let FBC come on a power. Because like when they talk to you, so maybe they go work na FBC for them professor the line. Would they go work the line? Would they see FBC when I be FBC? They not get that name they not there again.
All right. Well, yeah, call me back. Let's take another call, please. Because we only get one line. Yeah, VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who call we from, please.
Hello, Mr. Kagbu.
Yes, brother.
How are you, sir? This is not Ahmed. I call from UK.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, brother Ahmed. Please go ahead. Waiting your own take on the program
yes,
so far.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kagbu. Thank for the analysis. Listen, my brother. Alpha Khan, one of the most dangerous politicians in our country. Anyway, because when this honest coma, I think that I know the rest been there about 160,000 leons. Yes, rest been there about 160. That was the good one, the very good one. No, if you want that will be the campaign, it's in at 200,000. He just add on. He used that statement for campaign. So people entire for buy rest for 200,000. If you go back to Marabio in campaign, even during the debates, he mentioned that. But the actual price was 160. That's a perfect one because they've been there 140, about 20,000 difference or so. Mr. Kabo, some of we when they buy rest, that when they send a store for Musa, they file consent to share company. So in fact, these are people who have been in there. They are very same party. So they now. This country politics is dangerous, my brother. Somebody like Alpha Khan with the age, what else they look for? What he can wonder? If he say, which side this guy, which side he sleep, if he sleep, which part of the bed will he lay down? It's terrible. You see, sometimes when we talk with Sakabu, not to say we hate this government, like me, Naya, I know they no party, I not ever vote, I not care. I just care about the nation, the country, but what did happen today? When we look at the TRC report, some of you people in the military and they serve the military up to today, we know where the French war, we know the one that will die inside this war. Some of you, the pain will get inside this war, look at this rebel trend. It's terrible. Now that same area, now they will go, so if not even double, what's happened, over that they claim saying that this happened, we make it, they can't take over power. And we believe, because that's an APC one party, though it be mixed, because we get different people from from the south, from the east, from the north, west, inside that government. But we see what they tell me now today. and that is contrary. Look, the one the way come today into this party now with the rules so now. These ex-military guys, the way they appoint from this kind of way they as a within the immigration where they start and look what the danger they do. Look at the connection where they get with all this drug lord. This kind of country. Now so be they government are continuity. If this guy will become as way because and it's come do a little, okay, say a little because it's not perfect, it's a mess up. We say Chijakaba staff. Chijakaba say we say that be worse, they be corrupt. We know after the war, the kind don't know the fund will be received, but we not see nothing. But if that time to continue to laying them pipes and they like today, not for the talk of even light up to today water. When you talk about education, I get me friend way now we go school days and this till we graduate. They had the school now one of the municipal schools. 2,700,000 in the gang for subvention now for the term. For look at auxiliary staff there. So imagine how much they pay somebody when I clean another school and for look after the school for a term. That's subvention, 2,700,000 Mr. Kago. It's terrible. We wonder this government are tell you. At present, they are struggling, they even get backlog. Sometimes they wonder how they run this school. Because before, what will be the small, now the municipal schools them, now they pay their auxiliary staffs them. Now that will be made for understand because some of me brothers when they teach now like the municipal schools and stuff. So and nothing is working. The road where the Salone Day so now is terrible. Look at all the road map might be the low for delay for 2028, which me I always tell you say there is no election 2028. Then they talk and I show off because the road where we go now so my brother. It will be terrible if we not correct this one. Because up to now, with the struggle after the election. And maybe for me, we say I believe, now I believe. The facts now is what I know with this election. I stand, they take go die. I know they support Samura, no care. But the facts now is we not go rule a country like this. Somebody thief the election. They don't ask intelligent people. They will accept it for move on. It's terrible. This because of constitution and the law, where the law don't manipulate. Look at what happened in parliament. Look at what Madabi we know me and you. We don't analyze some of them here with Tabat Mundu. So it's terrible, my brother. So Alpha Canyon issue in a lie, not so true. The rest. But imagine how much for one bag rest now? It's over 1 million, or maybe if we can't answer, maybe to be 800 and stop. I go be the UPC tell me worst. When I be take that money, then 160,000 all use. Convert now. Let's say now because the exchange rate change the dollar, but compared to the struggle now with and look how much they pay the average person because look at the pay salary. Yeah, because now they compare somebody how much they receive and what he able look after himself. And they compare. So now how much they pay now? What's now the threshold of the basic pay for now compared to them telling and which that money we will buy for you and look at it now. So now don't look, Mr. Kago. The coach be the liar some more. So Alfakan is terrible. Now a terrible leader. Now a terrible politician. I don't know how life couple end, but I'm sure if this government come on power, these are the people that know who get side for Sierra Leone. They tell you, I promise you. Because the way we want the national media, we contact people every day. We know people that frustrated about these people. Mr. Kago, we saw the heading show. Now terrible place. So before lots of parents and this on the war. We don't want to go to war again, but it seems as if the drum of war is beating and the sound is getting spread, it is spread wide. Thank you very much. Make us stop here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Let we try for see how we will avert potential war. But the reason we make a decide for put this, I don't say again. I want for say Bokutenki, the people that they try for call, the WhatsApp number, I will encourage you now for call. We now 1-343-997-5828 plus 1-343-997-5828. The reason we make a decide for show Alpha Can, like I see somebody in the comment section, and this person talk saying Alpha Can to somebody we serious and stuff. So let I just read them again. John Adams, thank you very much for your comment. And you say, Mr. Carbo, you seem to take Alpha Khan too seriously. To most Sierra Leoneans, he's just a jester. But I want to let you know, say, this is not the presidential spokesperson. So meaning that it rub shoulder with the president. So if this is not the presidential spokesperson, how we not for take him serious, my brother? So it's supposed for be now the responsibility of the opposition, like how the last caller tried for make, where he said no. So Alpha Khan put him say, rest na be 60,000 leons. But we, brother, we just called, say no, na be 160,000 leons. So now then kind here we want for like the APC folks them, because Alpha Khan a presidential candidate. I mean, na presidential spokesperson. So meaning that waiting he say, na part of waiting the president believe. So again, I wonder we look at in position, because clearly myself believes say now one of the terrible people in other country they. Definitely no question. I make at the lump arm alongside Parantarawali, Alpha Khan, and plenty other one them. But Abbas Bundu, Alpha Khan they another category they. But that don't necessarily mean so for dismiss what they say. Because if, let's say, it give false narrative, it go na media, and remember, now the Salone media, they don't go na AYV, and yes, this Liberty, now online, mostly we get access to, but highly likely don't go na radio where the average person at Salone go able for the area, what they say. So if it gets the microphone for talk to the average person in that country, he do that now put local and successfully so. Even lie ridiculously safe about the population of Putloko. Where if I remember correctly, say Putloko gets about 200 million people. Where imagine Putloko, millions of people. So, but guess what? It's not even correct. The same vein, Biogo na that same Putloko day, say it go spend $4.4 billion. Where with GDP safe no reach the amount there. So go open how many factories then are Putloko no more. So and the campaign now starts so. So if during the campaign they lie them big lie them they, but guess what? People then take them, then believe that, then clap for them. And they say, oh, they can open factories. They say open about, if I still remember the number, it's about 10 factories them. Just put local alone. And according to the numbers them favor them. The numbers that at least we them publish. So that's not they say now. APC gets the responsibility for set the record straight. Like how one or two occasions, the opposition leader, they don't correct Senge. We Senge, when the chief minister, we make some comments them will not be true, they don't correct them. And then they draw away attention. And waiting happen. Where he corrects Senge, Senge not talk about that again. So now the similar way, the Alpha Khan know very well say people and they suffer. The bread and butter issues them really trang another country day. So it take the argument now to APC. So if APC then sit down Alpha Khan, they paint different pictures, then they lie by the numbers them. Like how he say about 70% of the people in the rural area, they get jobs. Very clearly in a lie. And we know APC, Agbagba then come after that. So but guess what? If people do not get opportunity for listen to where they say not to true, then believe that, wait time for come for vote, then go say, wow, SLPP don't do well. So today, be better pass where APC be there. Another impression they Alpha Khan want for stick. So, and again, I bring this to our attention. Let una go see the difference. APC where they suppose somebody will say that on Thursday. Say why APC no go the all regular press releases. Like we say, we the ordinary people they know them position on issues. Like them press release them way if then the old press release and whatnot. Therefore able for they talk about this because Alpha can not to bata person. That is presidential spokesperson. And they talk on behalf of the president. So if he says something, that by implication they tell you say now the president don't say him. Because he's not the spokesperson. So as much as me believes in a terrible person, but for Sela or not taken too serious, APC if they do that, they mistake big time. Because Alpha Kani get the microphone. So it's very clear with all where people and say Tin and Triangle pass how President Bio meet him, Alpha Khan they try for twist the story. And me naya I go report him because it's very important. So waiting he say naya, he say and take over we rest be day 3,000. 300,000. We not 300 leons, new leons. And my brother say, rest don't go close to 1 million. Within Alpha can say. Alpha can say the current price of rest na salon now 650,000 leons or 650 new leons. So you see? So where it come to SLPP price, it put them down. Where it come to APC price, it put them up. So but who that's a responsibility for challenge now the opposition. Otherwise, that's very important. So if I can see this as a campaign message and I show now the school business, the challenges with the school business system they go through, but for Alpha Khan, it say, oh, it's a success story. And waiting is saying, yeah, after we don't put all the numbers then they together, then quote them. The cost of a bag of rice increased 5 times higher during the tenure of the APC government. See, say 5 times the price go up. And it's in contrast, so meaning you compare the two price them, the SLPP has managed to keep the increase to just 2 times higher, demonstrating that the current government is performing much better. So my brothers and sisters, na campaign message Dandy, right there. So let's go and read on a comment very quickly before I go now to this tripartite and this issue about whose system for use na salon in terms of election and all that stuff then they. So I want to say plenty thank you. And Sambo, I don't know what you mean. Wonderful. Not always about SLPP and APC politics. I don't know what you mean by that. I want to say Boku thank you to brother Songo, and it says Sierra Leoneans do not help their country people. How heartless you could be to a farmer underpaying for their crops. Let me take a call because we don't want to let somebody still at the line for too long. VOS Network, hello caller. Waiting I name and who they call with from, please.
Hello, Mr. Kabu and VOS. This is Abdullah. They call from New Jersey.
Hello, good Abdullah. Thank you so much for your call. So waiting you take on the program tonight, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, wonderful program. Thank you very much. I call for contribute on a couple of things.
Wonderful,
One,
go ahead.
I definitely understand your concern over the fact that you get people like Alpha Khan, they come with such messages and we know really any counter message from the opposition and the nature of this. But I'm happy again you mentioned something where I'd be really intent for mention when the chief minister come live 110, said and call we Athens of West Africa and so many other things where the opposition leader and the whip also come and debunk. From that time, they don't even get the courage for mention that thing and they again. And I guarantee you and everybody say Alpha Khan and lies where they spread around. So, number one, the APC reform comes strongly for counter. Number two, and this is very important, I believe so the least person we get sense between 2007 to now, no say Alpha Khan, now one person we know serious Sierra Leone no go proud for like became be like imitates. And no say not lie. And I never say this on the standpoint, seminar APC member, I'm happy because it go on the other side as somebody in wrongfully categorize me. But this not fact. Everybody really talks here, Alpha Khan, Sabi talk. From day one, me, even while the college, I say no, there's a difference between somebody with Sabi talk and somebody with a laugh. Alpha Khan, unfortunately, not somebody we not a good example for we can already come up. Now lie, it a lie. One thing again where I mentioned at the point where you say so, I don't know if now you call us say, but when you watch just now the number that we mentioned, when you come to the APC numbers, then truthfully, even if you go online, you search, you may see say it puts them down. Then when you come to the APC number, they raise them up. And 2 points, they come on, even when you take in terms of ratio, APC ruled for 10 or 11 years. They said in an increment in 5 folds. SFK or President Bio don't rule 7 years, under 8 years. Now an increment if you take in terms of ratio and the price is the way it puts. Now over 4 folds, 4 point something folds in terms of ratio. So when they talk about just 7 years, you not even go it now the 10 years. And we need to see any progress and other factors then put together. Unemployment ratio, economists then go confirm say there is no report will show say unemployment better now 2025 or between 18 to 2025 compared to 2007 to 2020 and 2018. No reports nor the other guarantee anybody will show say unemployment is smaller now this current time than then. So again, I just want to say APC therefore come strong against all these lies where somebody, a disgraced politician like Alpha Khan, they spread so, then therefore come strongly. The one thing is APC they allow this time. Now the main strategies we SSG use for distract them now the previous elections. One, the question of APC no be campaign, they no get money, they no get message, and they start so. Yes, we don't have in campaign, but we not prevent them from go campaign in certain areas of the country illegally, unlawfully. We not prevent them. We see the evidence then there. They don't get money. We don't know which money APC gets. So all this now be thing they will then perpetrate for make at the end of the day, let the results where they don't already prepare match some of their claims today. Oh, na President Bio crisscross the country, APC no go campaign them relax. But how APC will go campaign will not stop there in the first place? Even them polling agents were prevented from accessing certain areas in the country. They didn't they shame for mention that, but then they talk say as if APC be just full and they no go campaign. One final point now that they talk about you talk about APC for. Then they talk like saying that violence not the only option. Say then go make sure say what's happen not happen again. That's not just a true message because by all indication, the only reason why SLPP confidently go say they win 2028, not just the same thing with them get in mind when they implement last. The president, they don't capture the ONS, they don't capture the judiciary, they don't capture the police, they don't capture the military by putting people in when are yes men and yes women and so on. So when even Allah go court, then no say we go court. I know they justify the action of APC at all. Maybe one let them go court at the end of the day. Still, we need to go by the law. Too bad, too wrongs, no they make any good. So, but this is not the strategy we didn't get. So APC they try to send a message say it won't work this time around. Not in the face of violence, but we will explore all legal options, all decent options for ensure say some of them see how we then do so with impunity, it not happen again. Thank you very much, Mr. Kambo, for the opportunity.
All right, and thank you very, very, very much, Brother Abdul. You see, you're a very intelligent man, and I truly, truly respect you. But that last side where you make, you say get a little bit of Yusuf not too sure because for say all legal avenue It's just the court. The courts now are all legal avenue. So if you say you bypass the court, no other remedy no dey. As sad as it is, but no other remedy no dey. So, but thank you very much. And then the Mr. said they struggle with them, to be honest with you. I struggle with them, and I really empathize in terms of the position where APC then find themselves, but they don't get the opportunity for clean the judiciary. They don't do that. So now that's make, in my opinion, the need now for reach out to the people because again, but thank you so much. I'll not keep you too long na the line. But I want to say Boku, thank you for the point you make. Thank you. Let God bless sport. So like how they say to me, brother, and let go straight now to waiting the opposition say. And then I go to Adimakoli, and then I talk now about the tripartite. Let we just kind of try for, in the interest of time. But a very clear, say APC in a tight corner. And this, because they don't shoot themselves in the foot. Then we get opportunity for clean up the system. And I bring the Malawi example. Because Malawi, the current president, we don't benefit from the independence of the judiciary, the Supreme Court. We don't rule in a favor. So for say, all of a sudden, the opposition don't see the court, don't help the current president will be opposition for let them not get confidence in the current judiciary. It not gonna make any sense. And the same way, so the president not go turn around and say, "Oh, you not trust the judiciary, where it don't benefit from the judiciary." So if APC therefore be don't strengthen the judicial system, they not for reach to this point for say, "Oh, not trust the judiciary." So if you don't trust the judiciary, then whose other legal means they where you go to tackle this issue? So they shoot themselves in the foot. So in my opinion, until they come out, we need a wait for let them come out and tell we were concerned about that country they slipping into another civil war. We not go rest for condemn, then kind talk here for threatening the country. If na SLPP, of course, the 2018 way BO, then candidate BO make that reckless pronouncement there, say the country go into another war. I make it clear, say a reckless statement. And repeatedly, I don't say that. So the equally so, a reckless statement for say the 2028 election will be do or die. Nobody not supposed for die. Nobody not supposed for die at all. So we need for Fenway, una still in a parliament, and una still get the international body for support una. So now una for use their levers then they. Una no wait till the time and the thing the like way water don't pass Gary, and then una say all of a sudden una for tournament stuff. Una try that strategy they no work. But let we read within now the reason we make Abdul Kagbo, we now the head of the SLP APC na parliament. In this article, waiting make a walkout. So let we get some understanding on that, because then they get something for do with the other areas them we need for talk about. So let I read for another article. So what in the article say, we fumble them. Let's just pull them up quickly. So according to the article, say opposition leader walks out of parliament over electoral commissioner appointment. This is very specific, the reason we make a walkout. The opposition leader in parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, reportedly walked out during a parliamentary assessment of presidential nominees, specifically objecting to the appointment of Alex Pat Labib Safar as the electoral commissioner for the Eastern region. Now the main reason that During the session, which involved evaluating the credentials of various presidential nominees, Kagbo expressed his concerns about Safa's eligibility. He argued that it is unconstitutional for an individual who has served as a public servant to hold a position of electoral commissioner. As such, he cannot be a party to such an appointment. Again, he opposed the appointment, and the thing where he say, because this particular person don't be a public servant, so now qualify for like he be electoral commissioner. So the article continues for say Kagbo firmly declared his stance against the appointment, saying, "From my own side, I will not be part of anything that will go against the norm of our state, which is our constitution." The government, through a recent press release from the State House, confirmed the presidential appointment of Alex Pat Labib Safar. The release reiterated that the Parliament of Sierra Leone holds the authority to approve high-ranking presidential appointments, including those of ministers and commissioners. So una see the mix-up there. So that same thing where the government can they argue. The president gets the power for hire and fire. So when they make them blanket statements, then what thing they do? They bypass that tendency for let go through the proper process. So to them, it no matter how we do them, they say, oh, the constitution gives the right to hire and fire. That can be partially true, but you get process for do that. They just do them fitty fatter as you want. So, but the bone of contention there now is for establish. And on a member, APC, they not get majority in this current parliament. So working out whose way actively, then they go change anything. Again, this now what we call rhetorical question for just emphasize my point. It clearly not change much because you did it, did it. When the time come for vote, then gets the simple majority. Guess what? Approve. So, but at the Macaulay now, it take a different approach for object against the same thing. So I wonder we look at the Macaulay approach. Because again, the opposition leader, the reason where he say not qualify, now the fact say this person may don't be according to him public servant. And if you don't be public servant, according to him, you not forget this kind of position. By the way, there's a difference between a public servant and a civil servant. So we get slight difference there. Public servant, mostly the politicians, then the people and we are appointed by the politicians and stuff, they refer to as public servants. So I just want to make the general difference. So civil servants now waiting and called mostly technocrats, people them way then get them professional career, and that career path then they champion now their workplace. So now I make them refer to them mostly as technocrat because now career driven or professional career driven people them. Unlike the public servants, they now plenty of them now political appointees them. So it is say as political appointee, for all a position where that position they for make for be neutral person in the name of electoral commissioner. So now that point they make, which makes sense. Common sense for tell we say if somebody don't appoint you, you don't benefit from that person appointment, and then that person they go put you in a position where that position they you for be a neutral person, your neutrality go be questioned somehow. And we see that now even America, where Trump appointees them, even though they go through confirmation, but he appointees them now the Supreme Court. You find out say most times people and they say they decide with Trump because now Trump appoints them. So that's the show how much political appointees them can be easily try for be loyal to the people and we appoint them. So on that ground day, according to the opposition, say the Constitution it frown upon that. But Adi Macaulay now, it make them very clear whose part of the Constitution President Bill violate. And this now something where Mr. Shillon, we able lawyer and I don't say repeatedly, saying that particular word day, now word way they need for pull from the books, because that word they very it get boku meaning that it very ambiguous. So it get boku meaning. So you can interpret it differently. And any word we get different interpretation, it's easy for let people and confuse. And anything where deliberately they cause confusion is not supposed to be part of the Constitution. Because the Constitution, you want for like the interpretation very clear. So this, according to Adi Macaulay, he said President Bill the plan for rig the election. And what he make he say that? So let we read in points then where he make why he say that. Me fumble them. So according to Adi Macaulay, and by the way, a flag bearer aspirant of the All People's Congress Party, APC, and former commissioner of the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, of Sierra Leone, Adi Macaulay, has publicly accused President Julius Maada Bio of laying the groundwork to rig the 2028 elections. His claim is pegged on the recent appointment of Alex Pat Labib Safar as the new electoral commissioner for the Eastern region, which Macaulay argued was made unconstitutionally. So the same person then all two object, and Adi Macaulay now say President Bill they laid the groundwork for let it go rogue back, because we all see corner appointment where even former SLPP person we broke away, where now the former Prime Minister Albert Magai in Pekin, when Charles Magai, they don't object over Kone, say Kone not qualify. So na similar thing they begin back so. But Adi Macaulay now, it make them very clear, saying according to the Constitution. And he put and say, in a recent interview, Macaulay confirmed that President Bill violated Section 32(3) of Sierra Leone's 1991 Constitution. The section mandates that the president must consult with leaders of all registered political parties before appointing members of the Electoral Commission. Drawing from experience, Macaulay stressed that the legitimacy of the 2023 elections has been called into question not only by his party, the APC, but also by international partners and local election monitoring organizations. So me fumble them For let una get a very clear, last show una specifically the section and subsection where Adi Macaulay quote say the president violate. So this section 32 subsection 3 a highlighter for now. It say the members of the Electoral Commission shall be appointed by the president after consultation with the leaders of all registered political parties and subject to the approval of parliament. So now that Adi Macaulay say. And rightfully so, the constitution make them very clear. So that shall, the interpretation of that shall, according to Adi Macaulay, say now by force, power, the president for consult with all the registered political parties before he appoint any of the commissioner of the electoral commissioners. So very clear according to section 32 subsection 3 of the 1991 constitution, and at that Adi Macaulay say. So me fumble them now. This now the problem. So President Bill, as I don't do boku time, and I keep they remind my brothers and sisters in the APC, saying President Bill autocrat. Now somebody it don't talk say that democratic principle it block him from doing do something meaningful in that country day. And it's just sad that ECOWAS no see anybody that President Bill they feel say go take that organization there from point A to point B. It's just funny though. But repeatedly, you look at quite recently how if a bulldozing way for sack the Auditor General, we go through the process, they bypass the process, and they end up for do that. And he appoints somebody from my understanding, where somebody sent for me a profile of Abdulaziz, and all gets the professional qualifications. And sadly enough, Parliament say no matter if he gets the professional qualifications or not. So you see how sad President Bill they push the country to the wrong direction. So this is something where rightfully so, then get reason for concern. So before time catch me, let us play for the EU, the European Union representative within that tripartite. And I will show now also within the civil service then think say for be the proper electoral system in that country day. Then go through election, then the civil civil society people them, then hold a conference and they vote, and I go show now the result after we play this video. Not a long video. In a long video, but we're not going to play the longer version of it because I just want to get the part where the European Union say, and they make it clear, say it left to Sierra Leoneans them. And another part they want, if we get chance, they want to pay particular attention because it's very important for we able for remember this part with this European representative remind Sierra Leoneans them of. I will come right back after that.
For the general and local council elections. This is largely a dialogue by Sierra Leoneans with Sierra Leoneans, among Sierra Leoneans, for Sierra Leoneans. The European Union considers such a national dialogue very critical to democratic strengthening, peace promotion and national development. I recall that
Sorry, Fambulem. For some reason, my system, I don't know what thinking happen, but
for the general and local council elections. This is largely a dialogue by Sierra Leoneans, with Sierra Leoneans, among Sierra Leoneans, for Sierra Leoneans. The European Union considers such a national dialogue very critical to democratic strengthening, peace promotion and national development. I recall that the European Union is very interested in a transparent, peaceful and inclusive electoral process. In Sierra Leone, during the past decades, the European Union has been dedicating important parts of its cooperation budget to this objective. And we are currently assisting and accompanying the government of Sierra Leone to implement the Tripartite Committee recommendations. Honorable Chief Minister, the European Union is here today because this national dialogue is consistent with our support program to the government and people of Sierra Leone under the governance pillar of our bilateral cooperation. We note that while this is a national event, the European Union is happy to be a supportive partner to the collective democratic reform processes of Sierra Leone. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this gathering will contribute not only to the implementation of Recommendation 78 of the Tripartite Committee, but also to the overall health of Sierra Leone's democracy and national development. As a reliable partner, the European Union is happy to provide funding to support this process through International IDEA, who is implementing the Sierra Leone Democracy Strengthening Program, one of our two main electoral support programs. Under the Sierra Leone Democracy Strengthening Program, International IDEA has deployed legal experts in the Office of the Attorney General, who can confirm this, I hope, to help the redrafting of laws and as recommended by the Tripartite Committee. The European Union is also supporting the Parliament of Sierra Leone, the Peace Commission, the two electoral management bodies, the Electoral Commission and the Political Parties Regulation Commission, civil society organization to support the implementation of the Tripartite Committee recommendations. While the European Union funding is supporting such processes, success is in your hands as Sierra Leoneans. You must embrace the reform process and meaningfully engage with it, so that the eventual choice of an electoral system is people-centered. On a similar vein, I urge the government to be inclusive in the dialogue process, to include the diversity of voices and interests involved in the political system. If a decision is taken to suit a particular interest of time, when the times and interest changes, that decision becomes obsolete. But laws are made to stand the test of time and interests. Please ensure that today's decision stands the test of time and political interests. For those Sierra Leoneans who are here today, your decisions should be guided by conscience and goodwill. Do the right thing that serves your country and your future generations. Let me thank our partner, International IDEA, for the wonderful job and the supportive effort of the Tripartite Committee Secretariat, the Attorney General, and the Minister of Justice and Office of the Chief Minister. I wish you all successful deliberation, and we look forward to seeing and engaging with the outcome of this engagement. And last but not least, the leitmotif of the European Union Ambassador. And now these three remain: unity, freedom, and justice. But the greatest of this is unity. Plenty thank you. Thank you very much.
So me fambulem, the side way I really want for Leona member within the European Union representatives say. The whole thing now for Sierra Leoneans them, like this waiting and called dialogue for Sierra Leoneans them, with Sierra Leoneans them, and also the participation. All they talk about Sierra Leoneans them, and they say this now we get for make it work. I just the paraphrase now. So waiting that mean then go do all kind thing. If we not willing for let this work, it not go work. And I make Abidon Siam and I still continue for Siam the tripartite, that waste of time and resources. A very clear say President Bionobi get no interest in the tripartite. Not just strategy for let the APC then go back in governance. Because you know want for look bad, saying them people they in a power, and then the SLPP now they no more in a parliament and all the other areas them. They go consider election a one party system. So and that's defeat the doctrine of democracy. So it begets something at stake. So I make at that time I agree. But Samura Kamara suppose forget the same level as Bill, because Bill, let we assume say Bill not win the election. So it be supposed for be candidate Bill versus candidate Samura Kamara. But what in Bill do? Who that is saying? As somebody where not even run for election. We're not to the people's representative. NSN. So that by itself don't show say Mother not take the whole thing seriously. And besides, I don't see them severally. The reason for going through the tripartite and all that is very clear. For object against the election result by polling station where Corner no able release. If I understand correctly, that be the primary motive that. So I keep they say this. SLPP no get nothing for do with waiting them be want. Because SLPP, unfortunately or fortunately, depending upon whose side of the aisle you dey, a beneficiary of corner in dubious or in incompetence. So now here is within the chief minister right now X. There's a major national dialogue being organized on the preferred electoral system in Sierra Leone. Tripartite Committee Recommendations 78. This is one of the most transformational, inclusive conversations on the future of Sierra Leone's democracy. This, I'm waiting right to. So let us just bring to our attention for let us see within the recommendation 78 say specifically. Again, I get it right, but I just want for sure now as the wording be. So this now the recommendation 78. Within it say there should be a national dialogue on the choice of electoral system to be adopted for parliament and local councils between the district proportional representation system and the first past the post system. Whichever electoral system is adopted should ensure that a minimum 30% female representation is maintained at all levels, consistent with the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act. In advance of each general election, the Electoral Commission must make a regulation that sets out how the GEWE, which is the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act, quota, and any other similar measure, such as for youth, people with disabilities, are to be managed in the voting system to be used at that election. So this is recommendation 78. And my brothers and sisters, for una way they follow, quite recently, them people here, where civil society votes in favor of first past the post system for future elections. So now the question is, where this recommendation talk about national dialogue. So waiting constitutes the national dialogue. We go say the civil society representatives them, or then go flip them and say other ways for define waiting and call national dialogue. Because the civil society people them let us show us specifically how them vote, and then we'll go get an understanding. But the question now is, this government under President Bill, if something not go in way, it go flip up. We see that a parliament, the people then vote for APC, for B, for get majority in a parliament. Then flip them, pauper, then twist them, and say, now they forget the opposition. I mean, the majority, where the people do not give them that mandate today. And we all hear terrible parentarily, we say, it do mal pretty. Whatever that they mean. Alefantona. But it's very, very clear in terms of, so let's read for now. Let us get better understanding. Civil society votes in favor of first past the post system for future elections. A coalition of civil society organizations under the banner of the National Election Watch has expressed strong preference for the first past the post FPTP electoral system following a national dialogue. I want to underline that too, following a national dialogue. So for say this matter don't settle because the recommendation say national dialogue, and then this article they tell we say following the national dialogue on electoral reform held in response to recommendation 78 of the Tripartite Committee report on electoral systems and management bodies review. So now at the breakdown we come to so. The civil society dialogue held on the 11th and 12th of June 2025 at the Bank of Sierra Leone complex in Freetown brought together representatives from community-based organizations, trade unions, the Interreligious Council, professional bodies, the media, and other stakeholders. The event aimed to deliberate on the most suitable electoral system for Sierra Leone's unique political and social context. So me fumble them, I hope una they follow. And it continue for say, now and give we the breakdown. After 2 days of intensive discussions and presentations from technical experts, civil society leaders voted decisively in favor of first past the post, with 57.9% supporting the system, 31.6% advocating for a mixed method electoral system, and only 10.5% backing proportional representation, PR. So me fumble them, la tap day, because time one for the betway. So this is very clear, me fumble them. So the civil society group, and when you look, the people them we constitute that organization there, it get broad membership. So but the question now is, when I remember, according to what we read so, they be done all this meeting or this conference since June. And waiting Senge say recently, or then still the old national dialogue. So waiting it implies say the civil society, the action or the conference, the result we then vote. You not recognize that. Because otherwise, now that kind result then for the publicize. For like people them no say the civil society folks them. Law say representatives of the quote unquote the nation on behalf of every Salone person, then don't decisively vote in favor of the first past the post. That system way everybody know. And they make also give the benefit, the thing the way them believe say, now the reason for let them do that. But the reasons then they're very obvious, very straightforward, very more transparent. You know, get beaucoup mathematical maneuver compared to the PR system, because if 2 people or 3 people or 4 people go for election as candidates, guess what? The person with the highest number or percentage of the vote automatically now win. So then they, I believe, say primary school picking itself were able to determine that who that win. After we then show them the number. But with PR system, then get for manipulate the quota and how much the percentage, make all kind of mathematical maneuver or I'm not going to say mathematical, safe, all kind of erroneous so-called mathematical formulas just for let them bid waiting they don't expect for let it be the outcome. So family I go tap na ya, but the bottom line is I don't explain I don't go get time for go through the entire article about Malawi, but my advice to the APC, let them reach out to the people them and sell their ideas, how they go make life better for people them. Otherwise, we no go want anything way not peaceful. And for the government, it is still possible for the people in Comunado and protest, because still they go well in that country there. So there, una learn from Liberia. The Liberians them Comunado and protest. We not see, we not hear say somebody die. We don't see soldier man there with BB gun them or policeman with BB gun them, they tear gas people them, then protest peacefully. And as a matter of fact, they even send member of the government from the parliamentary folks them for let them go receive the document we then call the petition. But the protesters then say no, they give no parliamentarian, they want to hand them over to either the president or the vice president. So they no say, they know but they document them as petition waiting then they protest for. So I want to say boku thank you to now all we participate on our call and all the people them we give brilliant comments them. I want to say boku thank you. And me famble them, I go encourage you now for now tune in on Sunday, that's tomorrow, where it will be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Salone time will be 8 p.m. For now tune in to the social media review with Mr. Shilon and Mr. Mengot go handle that program day and themselves go come with their own perspective on how things then they unfold. And for me, I will see you on Thursday by God's grace. So let God bless you now with our family. Let God bless all the VOS presenters and the politicians. Then let God change them for let them do the right thing. Then care about Salone people them. And above all, the one country where we all call Mama Salone. Let God bless that country there. And until Thursday or sooner, or until tomorrow I want to go join the Salone, the VOS social media review. Me and Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say, Una thank you, let God bless Una, and Una tata.
Make we rap Kushna Salone, for we life them.
That is so right, yeah now. What's the they do, but we bother them, they deny. Push on the help, now them body just they try. So foot at them body, they and them.